So we're going to take the next step of doing the entry techniques. We've already done 10 and introduced the 10 entry techniques. Now we're going to work on just the first one, the laugh and punch. So again, number one going through it, we'll start with Munsa Wusa hand from the bridge in the gap, grab and punch, defend, and trap. So we're going to work from number one, from here. Okay, so just remember, don't just grab and punch, because he can get his hand up. You must trap him first, hold for a second, and then punch. So you go grab and punch him from here. Common mistakes happens is that you go looking for the hand, which means you can be intercepted. So if he moves his hand away, move your hand that way, I can still hit him. So what I want to do is avoid, looking for it, move your hand that way, and you go, oh shit, you're looking for the hand. No, your content is always on the first part, is to make sure you punch him. So, I grab and punch him, trap him. So the first thing I want to check is when Noro comes to me, he steps forward and punches me, that he's punching. If I block it, then he traps me, and that's how we got into the entry technique number one. So the most important thing I'm checking is that he's always punching me. So when I tested that, I defend it from here. Now, as I said before, we've got to test this. And what I'm going to do is the first movement is when he goes to grab and punch me, I'm now going to counter with the same movement with a laugh and punch. What's important when he tries to grab me is I move my hand away, piston, and I laugh and punch and offline to get out of the way. So now again, we train this. I try to go for Noro, and he does a counter laugh and punch. He goes for me, I laugh and punch. Now, to put this into the timing perspective, I'm going to practice my laugh and punch, and I'm going to keep doing this. And Noro, on the third one, is going to do the counter. Okay, so he goes for me. So I have to learn the timing of laugh and punch. I go for Noro again. And again, we keep repetition and training. He gets to practice his number one entry technique, and I have to learn the timing of not getting caught. So again, we have the variations of this, is when he comes to the first one, if he's in, he's in. Yeah? If I block it, he continues and tries to attack me number one. Yeah? If he goes to attack me, I now learn to counter attack. So now what we're going to do is put the next level in from this position here, is that when Noro goes to laugh and punch me from here and counter attacks me, I can counter him by using what we call mirror. That means he has to copy my movement. So if I move to this side, he has to move this side. If I move this side, he does it. So it's exactly the same. Don't confuse it with nose to nose. So again, I go to attack him, he counters me, and I counter by using the same thing. Again, we're using the same concept or the same technique to explain the training methodology behind this program. So now, Noro, stand still, we go into number one. When I see him try to counter me, yeah, I counter him. And again, he does the same to me. So again, we're always trying to train with a partner, not fighting, but learning to work and intercepting. Okay? So, we now have the four variations which we talked about before, where if I hit him, he's direct. If he blocks it, I attack him. If he counters me, I counter back. And of course, if he throws a punch at me, I can counter him. And that's always going to be with any training drills that we do, we've got to have that variation. Now the problem is sometimes, when he goes into me here and he counters me, I'm too late to do mirroring. So from here I turn in and I would do nose to nose theory. So when I'm late, I do nose to nose. So now, when I go in here, Noro goes here, counters, I do nose to nose. So again, we go back into a drill. I go nose to nose, using inside gate parks out for this position. Now this drill really does come alive as you go further and further. So Noro doesn't know from here, he's come to trap me. Again, in this position here, and we're just working it. Yeah? Here you have to use nose to nose. If you saw it in time, yeah, he's going to develop and he's going to go and work. Doesn't know when I'm going to attack him, but I want him to do mirroring. He was late, so he did nose to nose. And of course, if I'm late, then I can go here. And then we can start looping this drill, guys. And we're just going to do it nice and slow, you can see it. So I can go here, he counters me. I can do nose to nose, so mirroring. From here we go nose to nose. Now he's late, he can now do, he's doing mirroring, mirroring, mirroring. And he throws a punch, I'm late, I do nose to nose. And now he's using laugh. So when you're late, you switch the line and you do nose to nose. And then we're doing park. But guys, don't get confused with just doing loops and drills. What's important is there's a test. Noro doesn't know. I don't know when Noro's going to slip out. Stay still. He doesn't know when he's going to slip out. Again, we always go back to this point where he has to get his timing from here. So he starts and I want him to be the winner. We take it to decide who's going to win it. He doesn't know when he's doing it, but he's not letting me win. And use nose to nose. I use mirroring. I don't even let him know when I'm going to do it. He used mirroring. So guys, you need to train this. This is just the first development on taking the first entry techniques, and hopefully you can move this on. I have to apologise, I would have done more videos, but it's raining heavy, so that's going to be all for today, okay?